everybody, and welcome back to another video. So we are going to be doing a haul today. I actually went to the bins not too long ago. Unfortunately, I could not film inside for you guys because they do not allow filming inside the establishment. So I didn't, once they told me that, I was like, okay, don't worry about it. But I left that day because I was in a hurry and it kind of ruined the vibe after they told me that. But then a week after, I was back in the city and decided to go back again, this time without you guys. And we did so good. Like, I found so many goodies. I'm so excited. I promise you at least 2 or 3 of these items are worth what I paid for everything, which is a lot. It's a lot of stuff. If you've ever been to the bins, you guys know it's just, they roll them out. I thought it was every hour, but the one I went to, I kid you not, like I want to say every 10-15 minutes they were closing an area and bringing out new bins. Like, it was a constant flow, which was awesome because this is how I found so many things. Thrifting at the bins is definitely not your usual, like, go to a thrift store, take your time. If you like something, it might be back if you go back around type of thing. No, the bins, you find it, you like it, put it in the car, think about it later because it's not going to be there when you come back around. I promise you that. So that's what I learned. My sister's like, oh my gosh, sister, you look like a pro. Mind you, this was the first time I actually went bin shopping. The first time I went was a year ago, and I literally was just watching and observing everybody, not too much me going in because I didn't know how it worked. That day I did find like 2 items that were nice, but that was about it. But this time I hit the mother load, and it's a bunch of stuff that I needed and wanted, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and continue. I'm honestly looking at everything. I don't know where to start, and I think I'm going to start with the home and then continue all the way to the end for the clothing items. So let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to start off with these right here. They're just your regular, book holders. I actually got a new bookcase, and I have a collection of books that also has comic books. So I want to display 2 of them that I have, and it's funny because I found 2 of them, which is going to be perfect with my books in front, and that way I'm able to display both of those books on my bookshelf instead of having them tucked away because there's only 2 of them. Now I can display them perfectly on my bookshelf, and I'm super excited about that. I was actually very shocked that I found these while there. Speaking about books, I found 2 books while at the bins. I found this one right here. It's called Soul Simplicity, which it says how living with less can lead to so much more. I read a few pages in the front, and it really did intrigue me, so I picked this one up. And then I found this one that says The Hormone Diet, a 3-step program to help you lose weight, gain strength, and live longer. As you guys know, if you see me, if you've watched me for a while, I do have thyroid issues. So I feel like this is going to be great. Maybe I learned a few things for my hormone because your thyroid is the main thing that controls everything. So if I can pick up anything different and I don't know from this book, that would be great. And it's funny that I found 2 book holders, and then I found 2 really nice books that I hope I enjoy. I do have a new section in my bookshelf that's called like meditation or like motivational books, and these are going to go perfect on that shelf. So I have a little DIY closet. If you've ever seen me clean it out and organize it, it does not have a light inside, and it's so funny because I have been looking for a light, which is kind of funny that I found this. It was all the way at the bottom. Like, people were taking things out of the bin, and I just happened to see her down at the bottom, and I picked her up, and it was a light. It has it's like mobile, so you can move it around wherever you need the light to shine. I'm going to be honest, I have not tried it out. I do have some batteries, so we're going to try this out together and see if it works, because if it does, I'm going to put it in my DIY closet. Like I said, it does not have a light in there, so sometimes it's a little hard for me to find things if I'm looking for things at night. I do not want to brighten you guys in case it does turn on, so in case. Oh, yay, it works. I'm so excited. Oh, that's so nice. I don't know what this other button does. Oh, it's not a button. It's just turn on and off. That is awesome. I'm super happy. It does have this little thing right here where you can just put, some nail clips, and this is perfect because I love that I can move it around and not all the time that am I looking for something in one place in my closet. So I can actually move this around. This is going to be great. I'm super happy I found this. Oh, and it has a brightening section. I forgot. So yeah, I could definitely make this brighter if I wanted to. It was actually on the light mode right now. I don't want to blind you guys again. So I found this, which I'm super happy I found it. As you guys know, there is a house item I have been looking for, and unfortunately one time I had to give it up because it was actually somebody else's car. I just thought it was an abandoned cart, but it wasn't. I found a steamer. I've been wanting a clothes steamer for the longest time. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to try it out. I didn't have time, but it looks in excellent condition. So I'm thinking she would be great if that little light worked. So I was super happy I found this. I cannot wait to use it. I mainly want to use it for like my when I wash my comforters. You know how they tend to stay all like after you dry them. I want to use this so I can smooth that out. Also for my curtains, because when you wash your curtains, the same thing happens, and this way I'm able to smooth them out a little bit better. Or any clothing or dresses that I need to steam. I finally have my steamer. I was super happy when I found this. I literally yanked this. This is actually the first thing I yanked out before the light. When this one guy, like I said, he was just taking things out of the cart, and I happened to see this and I picked it up right away because I was like, I need that. So this is one of the items I found, and I'm super happy that I found her. You guys know I love keeping things organized, so anytime I found a new, organization bin or something different that I don't have and could work in my home, I tend to pick it up. But one thing that I have been wanting, and I just hadn't time, not that I hadn't had time, I just didn't want to purchase it yet because it wasn't a necessity I needed right now, and they tend to be a little expensive, is this. It is a battery organizer, everybody. It was literally sitting just like this inside the bin, in the same bin I found my steamer and my light. I saw her like this and I thought it was like a little toolbox or whatever, so I picked it up, and when I turned, I saw the back first. As you can see right here, it says battery organizer. I was so ecstatic. I put it in my cart right away. I told my sister I have been wanting one of these. I also like, and I hadn't noticed until later, that it has a little tester right here, so I can test the batteries if they're good or not. So that was awesome, especially because it's so well kept. Like, I have looked for these on Amazon before, and they're usually over $30, and I was super happy to have found this one right here. This is gonna go perfect right back here at my cabinet. Instead of having my batteries all in a little basket, they now have a home. So I'm super happy about this one. So I have a lot of problems with my neck. I tend to get tired really easily, and that's due to just, work, your everyday, doing stuff, working out, all of that. And I found this right here, which is awesome. It is the heat pillow, so I could just put it in between my shoulders and go back, and this will help me to soothe my back and probably help me crack a little bit. I tend to crack my neck on my own, which is not a good thing. Don't do it. But I've just been doing it for so long, like sometimes I really don't have to move my neck that much, and I tend to pop it, and I feel like this is definitely going to help me so much more with the pain, because I do get a lot of back pain, especially from work. I'm standing most of the day and carrying heavy objects, so this is going to come in handy so much at the end of the day when I need to relax. So I have a coworker who is pregnant, and it's kind of funny because I found two items. This right here called the belly bottle. It's awesome because it tracks how much your baby should be weighing and what it size and all of that he should be at the moment, he or she. And then what I thought was super pretty, it's clear, but I mainly got it because it tells you, like, if she keeps the baby on a sleeping thing, it tells you like times and all of that, and it's just super pretty. It's, like I said, brand new condition, like never used, and it was in the plastic. I just opened it to look at it better, and it's really cute because it has little stickers that she can put right here. So that is so cute. And like I said, she can keep her water for the baby nice and clean, and in case she needs to make a bottle, it's all ready for her and it's all measured for her, which is super nice. So another house item that I was not expecting to find, I just happened to see it. I'm a little bummed because I left a piece behind thinking it was a separate piece, and it actually went with this piece. This is actually a very big piece and very heavy. I found this metal desk right here. I think I'm just gonna film it for you guys, but she's super heavy, brand new. I found this centerpiece that goes into her, which is right here, as you can see, and I left it behind thinking it was another plant holder without the legs. Well, no, it turns out it was probably the center part because it's missing it, and I was so sad. Hopefully, if I ever go back in this week, maybe the box will still be there. I can take a look and see if I find it. If not, it's okay. I don't think I'll ever find it. The bins, like I said, it's something very hard that you're not gonna find what you were looking for that one time. But this alone was worth it because I have been wanting something for a plant on the entrance of my home, and this is gonna look perfect with a plant holder right there as you're coming in. So I'm super happy I found that. We're going to move on to like purses, belts, and hats. So let's start with the hats. I found this really pretty hat right here for the beach. I love the little bow detail that's right here. I showed it to my sister and she's like, it looks really cute. I was like, do I look a little, you know, older with it on? She's like, no, it actually suits your face really cute. And I don't know if it's because of the way this is made right here, how you see how it slants down. That actually looks really cute. I was super happy because it gives me that little like angle look, and I love it. It looks really pretty. Most of these things I already cleaned and washed. I think the only thing I hadn't cleaned was the plant holder because it was in pieces, so just mind you. But I have a hat on right now, so I can't really put it on, but it looked really nice. Like I said, when I put it on, it tends to do this, so it does like the cover one eye and leaves the other one open. I think it's just so beautiful. I think this looks really pretty if I wore it with one of those beach dresses I recently purchased. But the bow is actually what caught my attention. I just thought so it was cute. Also, what I like is that it's Velcro, so I have no trouble to put it on. I could just Velcro it off if I have like a ponytail, let's say, and I could want to put it underneath. This is super cute. I fell in love with this. I'm not one to wear designer belts like the one that has the brand on the front, but as I was picking things out of the bin, some people were just grabbing things. I just happened to see this at the corner of my eyes, and it was a Michael Kors belt and brown detailing, as you can see right here. She was in excellent condition. Even the gold detailing on the Michael Kors looks in excellent condition. My daughter actually used to have one of these, but the gold detail started getting really faded and ugly, so we threw it away. And the fact that I found another one was so awesome. Like I said, I don't tend to wear these type of belts very often, but it's, you know, comes in handy when you're trying to style a belt, you're trying to style an outfit and you have these type of belts to put around your waist. I think they're super adorable. So I was super happy I found this. This is another item that I think was worth everything that I bought together. So super happy. One brand that I found without even thinking about it. Super happy. So I love, sometimes when I'm gonna go out like to a theme park, I tend to take a fanny pack with me, and I also love carrying just a small little wallet, nothing too crazy. I found this really pretty little dainty and plain little pocket. You know, it's just gonna hold like loose change maybe, or maybe let's say like your ID and your credit card. Like I said, I tend to take a fanny pack, so this is going to fit perfectly in there because it's so thin. It also has this little clip right here for you to clip it on your bag if you wanted to, but like I said, I just tend to pop these right in there, and all I need is a credit card, you know, a few 20s maybe, so you don't carry a lot of money, and your ID mainly. That's what I carry at a theme park, and this is awesome because it goes, and it actually goes really well with one of my fanny packs that I have. So I was super happy when I found this. I right away picked it up with the belt. They're like side by side, and I just grabbed them both. So yeah. As you guys know, in my last thrift with me, you guys know I found this brown bag that I said it was scrunched up, but I left it behind because it didn't have the handle. Well, tell me why I found another little scruff. This is what I meant when I meant it was scruffed. It was like this, but the brown one did not have its handle. what are the odds that I find one just like it at the bins? And I was so excited because it's in black, and you guys know I love black. Another thing I like about it, it's like I want to say like pop-up magnetic style. You just do that and it opens, and then look what's inside in case I want to make it a little bit longer. Yes, I know. So when I saw this, I immediately picked it up. This is one piece. I did think about it though. I kept asking my sister, like, what do you think? Should I take it? Should I not? She's like, are you gonna wear it? I'm like, I think I am. If I'm going to style like a dress, you know, and I want something just dainty and pretty, this is definitely the purse I will be using. It's big enough that it's going to fit my phone, and a smaller wallet like that little black one I just showed you in here. And I love it. I can't believe I actually found the same purse at a different place with the handle. So yeah, I love it. So for the last like accessory style thing is this beautiful, gorgeous book bag right here. It is called Good Mom. It's actually brand new, everybody, brand new. And the reason I know it's brand new because all of the items that are inside are still in plastic, which I was amazed. Yeah, everything is in plastic still. This book bag right here also is worth what I paid for everything. I'm gonna tell you what I paid at the end for everything, because not only is it brand new, this is the type of book bag that has your USB and what is it, your headphone thingies. So if the mom is on the go, she can connect that into the bag, which is awesome. This literally holds everything you could possibly need, and I thought it was awesome, which was perfect. I didn't even plan on finding this, and I know every mom would definitely appreciate something like this, because when you're a new mom, you're trying to carry so many things, and when you're able to put everything in one place is awesome. So I feel like she's gonna really like this, especially it's a really pretty color. So if she is going somewhere, it's going to match, you know, all of her outfits. So yeah, so super happy I found that. It also has the little hooks. I forgot to show you guys the little hooks, so in case she wants to hang it on her stroller, she can do that. It has so many good qualities, so I'm super happy I was able to find this for her. So we're going to move on to the clothing part. I'm going to show you what I got my kids and my husband first, prior to showing you my stuff, because my stuff I want to do a little try on so you guys can see what it looks like. I am going to start with one piece that I probably won't try on for you guys, but it's this 9 West shapewear right here. I tend to wear shapewear with like see-through pants or dresses, just so you feel a little bit more, you know, sucked in, I want to say. But I do have a pair of linen pants that are a little see-through, and this is going to be perfect because it's in a short style. Like I said, it is from the brand 9 West, and they were in excellent condition, so I have a feeling they were never used, which makes it even better. But I'm super happy I found it, because it does have a nice grip right here for the tummy control. I found 3 pieces for my husband. He doesn't go out a lot, but these are pieces that he can wear here around the house. The first piece is this Colombian, I think it's called. Yeah, Columbia shirt right here. It's very breathable. I see him wear a lot of these, especially when he's outside cutting the yard. Even though it's super hot in Florida, he still tends to wear long sleeve shirts because it helps with, you know, not getting sunburnt so much. And I like that it had this zip up collar right here, and it has this detail inside, like metallic-y. It looks really nice, but I think it's like to help with the hotness, so the sweat proof type of thing. But yeah, I thought it was super nice, and this is one of his, you know, finds for him. Another thing I found was a sweater from I think you say we call it Nautica. I don't know if that's the name, but it's a Nautica sweater in the size L. Really pretty detail. This one still had the tags on it. Before I washed it, I took them off, but this one was brand new because, like I said, the tags were still on this, which is awesome. So he gets to, you know, use this. Sometimes he even tends to wear sweaters inside the house because sometimes the AC gets a little too cold, and then he'll put on a sweater, and that's really nice because it's not too thick and not too thin. It's like right a good even thing. Also, he recently had to throw away one of his to go out shirts, which was kind of funny, and I ended up finding this button-up sheen extra large shirt. Really beautiful detail. You guys know me, I love buttons. The buttons on this shirt are so pretty. I really like them. And I showed it to him and he liked it. The detail also, it's like really, I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but it has this like little line detail on the shirt, which is really, really pretty. So he could definitely use this out for like dinner when we go at night, or like when winter comes out. And it's funny because his black shirt, he recently threw it out because it had a stain on it and we had to throw it out. So yeah. And then I found 2 sweaters for my youngest. One is from the brand Champion in the size small. She actually recently got rid of like 3 of her sweaters because they were no longer fitting her properly. So I was happy that I was able to find her a new one for that. And then this one right here still had the tags on it when I found it. Is a Mickey Mouse Halloween sweater, also in the size small. And I thought it was super, super pretty. We haven't been to Disney ever as a family as we've been here, but maybe one day she can. And like I said, it's from Disney itself, and the fact that it still had the tags, I had to pick it up, and hopefully she hasn't tried it on, so when she tries it on, I'm hoping it does fit her. Okay, we're going to move on to what I bought for myself. So I found this really pretty long sleeve shirt from Joss & Bank in the size L. It's actually a men's shirt, but I've been seeing a lot of people dress these up. They will put like their bathing suit underneath and then just have this as a cover up, or you can have it unbuttoned with the sleeves roll up and a pair of nice shorts and flip-flops for when you're casually, you know, just out and about. And I thought it was really pretty. I liked the blue color of it. I don't tend to wear blue, but for some reason it, you know, I gravitated to it, so I picked it up and I like it. It's really, really nice. I actually happened to stumble, I didn't tell you guys this, I stumbled upon, I want to say like the winter bin because I found a lot of nice sweaters. The first one I found was this beautiful green sweater, zip up, like I want to say half zip up because the zipper only goes halfway, with pockets. Very, very beautiful. I love this color. It's one of my favorite colors, and then I actually found one in such excellent condition because I recently got rid of one. I just no longer like the like, it was like an army style and I didn't like it anymore. I got rid of it, and the fact that I found one, just the, you know, one color was awesome. So I'm super happy I found this, and this is definitely something I will be using a lot in winter and fall because I tend to wear like little sweaters with just a very like a tee underneath, like a very thin tee, and then this on top. So this is gonna be really perfect for winter and fall. Another sweater I found close to that color, just a little bit lighter, is this sweater from Members Mark in the size M. Really, really pretty. The fabric on this sweater is so soft. I actually washed it one time, and I think you're not supposed to stick it in the dryer because then it looked a little weird. I feel like I burnt it a little bit, and I re-washed it, and whatever was on it, the stain that I had caused, went away. So I'm happy about that. So I know that I need to just air dry it next time instead of putting in the dryer because I don't want to end up burning it. But I really, really like this sweater as well. It was really pretty. It has little zip all the way here, like chest all the way to the chest all the way to the chest. And yeah, super nice. I can't wait to wear this also because this is like my quick, you know, go out the door type of outfit. Another sweater, my sister actually found this one for me. I have one just like this, but the detail in the front is black, and now I have it with the detail in the front white. Is this Calvin Klein sweater right here in black. Like I said, I have this, but the Calvin Klein is in black, shiny black, and like sewed in black. So I'm super happy I have it now in the color with white. I love these type of sweaters because they're quick, easy, and you look like you're put together, but you really didn't try hard. Just put a quick little hat, earrings, and you're out the door. So yeah, super happy she found this for me. She's like, I thought you had one just like it, so I grabbed it just in case. I was like, it's kind of the same, but not the same. It has different color font. And then I'm not one to wear a lot of pants, joggers type of person. I'm more of like my my pants for working out. And I do have these flare pants that I've been wearing a lot recently, but I found these really pretty Old Navy size medium sweats, which are really nice, really pretty. I love this little detail that it has in the front. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like a little line going down here. It has a one pocket on the back, and then it has a zip up pockets in the front. I love the detail on the pants down at the bottom. It's like the scrunchy up ones. So this is definitely going to look cute with some of these sweaters that I picked up for like a quick get out the door type of thing, especially like for my doctor visits. I love this. I don't know, I think I just prefer winter and fall more than summer and spring, just because it gets so hot and I just tend to sweat really easily. And with this, like, it's just the best of both worlds. I don't know, I love it. And then finally, for our last item, I found, well, I didn't find, my sister found these tees. I feel like somebody made a bunch of them and they didn't sell, so they ended up getting rid of them. But I missed the Karol G tour, Mañana Será Bonito, and she found a bunch of these big shirts. Like, I was like, give me a big extra large shirt, because I'm going to wear that when I'm working out or I just gotta leave the house, and I love a big oversized t-shirt. But this is what it looks like in the front, and then in the back it says Mañana Será Bonito, and then it has all the places where she had her tour at. So I thought that was super cute. And then on the bottom, I don't know if I showed you guys that, on the bottom it says that right here, La Bichota, which was super cute because I love Karol G. So I was like, oh my gosh, get me one. You guys might see me with my Selena shirt all the time, and now I have like a Karol G too, so I was super happy. They had one in pink, but I really don't tend to wear a lot of pink, so I left that one. If I would have found one in white, I definitely would have picked up the white one as well. But yeah, so that is everybody for our haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I was super excited with everything I found. I cannot believe I found all of these wonderful goodies. And so for all of this, I paid $52. $52. That's what that one book bag by itself is worth. And I was so excited because I was like, oh my gosh, I got a lot of stuff. Definitely don't go past the bins. Like, give the bins a try. They are definitely a little harder than your traditional thrifting, you know, where you can take your time. Here it's like go go go, like you see something, grab it like fast. Definitely I would wear gloves, because afterwards I forgot my gloves at home. We washed our hands, and my hands were just so dirty. I could see the grime coming off as I was washing my hands. So I recommend wearing gloves and maybe a mask, just because if you have allergies like me, and I didn't think about that, my allergies were acting up so bad. so bad. It got to a point where I was fine. I think, what did I find? What was the last item I found? I think it was those pants. And I told my sister, okay, let's go. I can't. My allergies are starting to act up. But I was at the bins for 2 whole hours with my sister. And like I said, it does take time for you, patience, to just look. If somebody leaves, I would go there even though there was nobody there. And that's how I found a lot of these items. People would just like leave because they didn't make it to the bottom of the bin, and that's where I would find some of the good stuff. So definitely check all the way to the bottom and double check the bins, because sometimes people tend to put things back again because they don't, or one, they don't know what they're for, or two, they're just like, you know what, I don't need it, let me put it back. So but I'm super happy with all my items. I cannot believe I found all of this stuff. I'm excited. I actually want to go again. I don't know when. I might be in the city in maybe 2 weeks, and then I'll give it another go and see if I can find that missing piece for that plant holder, because I'm so bummed right now when I realized that I left the piece behind. I thought it was just a second plant holder, and no, it was the centerpiece of the plant holder. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I hope you saw some nice pieces in here, and yeah, so I will let you guys all go. I will see you guys all in our next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and I will see you guys all in our next one. Bye. I